Didn't blink even once. Should've felt seasons herself
What up, motherfuckers? Yo, welcome to this year's Album of the Year Awards. Yo, give a round of applause for yourself. We have a lot of great albums to talk about this year. Obviously, it's like the same thing as last year where we're doing the awards ceremony for it, which should be very fucking fun. We have a bunch of different segments, some new categories this year that we're going to be going over, and I'm very excited to get the show started. So we have actually 3 segments that were already filmed, so let's run through those really quickly. The first segment that is like not a part of this video clip, let's go to it. It's me talking about the concerts I went to and ranking them. Hey Mom, we got some Doritos lying around. Can I get a antipasta? Sorry guys, I'm stimming right now. Alright, I got actually a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. This shit looks bussing. It's hot. We're gonna talk about the concerts I went to, worst to best. I'm gonna rank them worst to best because I went to some pretty bad concerts this year. I went to some fucking fantastic concerts this year. So let's have a nice time and talk about them. I've vlogged pretty much almost all the concerts I went to except for 2. And so the ones that I didn't, there's no video for it, obviously. Alright, let's start with the worst. Straight up. The Forever Tour by Destroy Lonely. Now, I was like, you know what? I want to go to a concert. Nearest concert to me at Montclair State University, the Destroy Lonely concert at the Wellmont Theater. I kind of paid way too much for this. I paid $70 for this fucking ticket. Why this show sucked so bad? The performance of the songs, like you can tell he doesn't give a fuck on stage, and it's like kind of funny, but like at the same time, fuck you. The opener was Lil 88. It was like an opium nepo baby. It was just playing like Cardi rips, which is not like enjoyable, bro. Like you're just like a DJ, but like you're playing rips off YouTube because music didn't come out at that time. It's just like embarrassing, bro. Also, with that concert, there was a fucking bomb threat. And like the whole place got evacuated. Sprinted away from the venue as fast as I could. Bomb threats are not funny, but like that shit was kind of funny to be like in that situation. And apparently it was just some dude in the bathroom who said that he was gonna blow that shit up. Not the bathroom, the venue. But if you blew up that bathroom, f you. The next concert, as we're going up the list from worst to best, is the Invert Tour with Netspend and Xavier Sobase. It was at the same venue that the Destroy Lonely show was at, but it was just such a bad show. It was just like boring as hell. Like moshing was like the best part of that show. It was really so unenjoyable about this show. Dalton was at that show too. It was very interesting. I saw him from where I was standing, and I like swiped up on his story. I'm like, yo, let me meet you, and then he didn't care. But it's alright though. Next up is a show that I went to very recently. It was the Lucy Bedrock Kuru show. Wow, it's so low. Why? Because the most fun that I had was waiting outside for it with my friends. Like, I kind of hate these underground rap shows. If you make it like 16 plus, please do not do that. At least make it 18 plus. Get these like 16-year-olds or like 14-year-olds with fakes. They just like ruin the entire night. I smell like ass. They think they're entitled to things that they aren't entitled to. And all around it's not a good time. The performances were just like as well. I had fun because I was with my friends. So, it really wasn't about that, the show. Next, we have the Stay True Forever release show, which was at the same venue. And so it's like, I guess it's just elsewhere in Wellmont, bro. Oh, these bad shows at. I think the experience of that one is better than the Lucy Bedrock Kuru in regards to like the performance and everything of there. I'm at Yams, which was fucking awesome. Shout out to Yams. And I mean, like, I'm seeing Kuru again, like, very soon. I don't really care for their music as much as I think I do. I mean, it's like good, but it's like I've seen them twice perform, and like both times I was like sincerely unimpressed. It's just like, alright. And then next up we have the Warbrained Tour. Quantic Camo. I feel like that's a little too low, but everything I look at that's like higher, I think it was better. Camo set fire, Quantic set fire, but it was just like alright. It could have also been because like I was anxious as shit that day because the next day I had to go to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in like a very long time. I was like super nervous about it. It had something to do with that. It's not that I wasn't impressed. I had a good time, but it was like cool. It wasn't like amazing. Next up we have the Prowler Tour from Water Parks. I don't listen to water parks. My girlfriend listens to water parks and she's a huge fan of them. Her ex-boyfriend bought her and him a ticket to that show and I went with her. W Sigma move. Also, there was like an opener. It was Chloe Maldonado and Jiraiya, but the openers were like fantastic, bro. Opening acts were amazing. Water Parks, great energy, great crowd work. So I really enjoyed that. If you can nail crowd work like that, like they can, damn. Next up, we got the Star Tour. 2 hollers. I wasn't like fucking that impressed. Me and my friends went upstairs and we like hung out and had like our own mosh pit, which was like really fun. Like the most fun I had at that concert was like hearing Jeans played 8 times because that was like an experience, bro. That was so fucking fun. That's where like I officially met Kate too, who's my girlfriend. So Very PogChamp. Next on, I'm actually going to characterize these into one because I didn't record one of them, but I recorded another one of them. And that is the Hyper Youth Tour and the Hyper Youth Release Show from Joey Valence and Bray. These guys' energy off the charts. Fantastic energy, fantastic crowd work, fun songs. I loved it so much. I saw them twice this year, and I like the first time I listened to them, I went and saw them live 5 days later in Central Park, which was like one of the most interesting shows I've ever been to, because I've never been to an outdoors concert, and that was like my first one, and it was like interesting. I love their vibes, bro. I'd definitely be like stoked to hang out with them or around them. They just always look like they're having fun, which I feel like is what everyone should be doing, but they do it really fucking good. So shout out to JVB. It's the #1 team. Next up, we got the Kiefer Slockett first show. That's what I'm calling it. It's really like, it's like an underground mix. So it's like a bunch of like underground artists. Ginger Bee, I'll Be Pretty When I Die, Zach Shots, and obviously Kiefer Slockett. I realistically only bought this ticket just to see Kiefer Slockett, but I also listened to Apiary by Ginger Bee at that time, and I thought it was really damn good. So I was excited to see them too. Knowing that you went to an artist's first show, especially one that you really believe in, is freaking awesome. I didn't mean to say frickin'. That was not right. Next up, we got the Martyr Tour with Blade. Now, this was like one of the special shows. The New York show was a special show. It had like 3 openers. Usually the only opener was Rip Squad and Blade would come out. But for this, it was like King Cruel, some other band that I forget what they're called. But that band that I forget what it was called, their set was like an hour and a half, bro. That shit was way too long. Netspend, who probably put on the worst show. Dude, Netspend's a bad performer, bro. He's so bad at what he does. Just making fucking bird noises the entire goddamn time. That shit was so fucking ass. Seeing Blade was like, wow, it's like seeing God. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Blade, so dude, it was just like, I don't know, man. That was fucking sick. It was so rare for me, bro. Not rare in like a never happens, but rare in like a dope ass term. Next up, we got the Jordy Greep show. It was called An Evening with Jordy Greep, and I haven't even uploaded that vlog yet. I still have it, and it will go up eventually. But someday it will go up. Seeing Greep perform, especially specific songs that I have like an emotional connection to, like The Magician and stuff like that, it's just like, wow. Definitely the funniest show I went to this year. Like, they know how to put on a show. Him and the new sound band know how to put on a show, bro. They're funny. They got good ass vibes. You can tell they're all friends. I love that. Next up, we got the Stardust Tour, which is like the last concert that I went to and the last concert for the year. This concert, really fucking good. Seeing Underscores live, crazy. Hearing Fentanyl for the first time, especially like hearing her live, or like them live, because they're more than one person now, so it's gotta be they, was really fucking dope. Danny Brown was like fun, but I don't think his performance was all that. Really, that Underscores performance, oh, I've been waiting for that, bro. I've been waiting for that since 2023, man. So I was hype about that, to see Underscores live. And then we're in the top 3 concerts that I went to this year, which number 3 was Outline Fest, where I saw Jane Remover and Days God. I got my Turn Up or Die experience. Obviously, I didn't go to Turn Up or Die. If you don't know the story with it, essentially, I graduated college this year. When I was graduating college, I knew that my graduation was going to be in early May. They did not say the date of my graduation until like beginning to mid-February. So obviously, Turn Up or Die was selling out quick. I was like, I can't buy my ticket. I have to fucking, like, my family's coming to this event, right? I have people flying over the country to come see me graduate and like celebrate it with me. How do I look having someone book a flight and fly to me, then come to my house to celebrate an achievement in my life, and then I just go to I'm like, bye? I think it's kind of fucked up. So I was like, all right. And then like my graduation was on May 7th, and then the show was on May 3rd. So I could have went realistically, but I didn't know that information until February, which sucked. And at that time, it was on resale for like $150. I kind of had to make a decision if I wanted to go to Turn Up or Die or have enough money to spend the rest of my college career with. Bro, I didn't even fucking talk about the concert. Yeah, it was fucking amazing. I got to see Jane Remover perform Revenge Seekers. Like, bro. Come on. At number 2, we have Baby Tour by Dijon. It's literally the same thing as last year, bro. The McGee show was just auditory, like it felt like coming from my ears. It was so damn good. I was so mind blown at that show on how it sounded. It was at Brooklyn Paramount, which is like a gorgeous venue as is, but to have that and like have this just absolute grand ass performance, I can't beat that, bro. Also seeing Dijon live, like, come on. And finally, my favorite concert that I went to this year was the Vanisher Horizon Scraper Tour. Fun, fantastic performance. Like, I literally put that over my favorite concert, which was my first concert. So it is my favorite concert I've ever been to. I only started going to concerts last year. You gotta remember that. Just that, like, entire experience and, like, getting recognized, like, a shit ton at that place, hearing songs that like I've supported since they like released, and well, that's like again with like all these people, but meeting Quedeca and like doing all this other shit. I don't know. It's just like a crazy night. Like I will remember that shit forever, bro. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna have to hand it back to me doing the awards. So enjoy. Such fond memories there at those concerts. Did you? Oh my god, this is f***ing cringe already. All right, and then let's go to the next segment, which is the vinyl and merch section. Okay, so hello. I still have to get like all the other stuff for it, which is like scattered around in this room and scattered around in my bedroom. Obviously, you can see I have an extensive collection of vinyl records. I collect vinyl. Shocker. I need to fucking re-put them up because my record player is sitting like right over here. Like literally like off camera on this little one of these things. It's just sitting over there, and the reason is because there's no plug behind it, so I can't put my fucking record player here. But I'm gonna show you all the physicals that I got. Also, I want, like in this part, I think this is also a good time to do it. I got 3 set lists this year from the concerts I went to. Now the concert part is probably gonna be before this. Actually, I know it's gonna be before this because I already wrote the video. I got 3 set lists this year. Yeah. It's my brother playing video games in the next room. Here we go with the first set list I ever got. This is from the Hyper Youth release show that they did in Central Park. I know I went to 2 JVB shows this year, but I got the fucking set list. Now the reason it looks all like destroyed and stuff is because it was pouring rain that night. Literally didn't want to hold it, so I like folded it up and put it in my bag. I actually think it looks cooler this way. The whole chunk of this is missing, and then it's like it's been through war. Then in October, I went to see Kiefer's Locket, and I got the set list for that show. Now, what's fire about this set list, right? This is the first show she ever played. So, I own a signed set list from Kiefer's Locket from her first show, which is like f***ing crazy. Hella relic. And then finally, oh my god. Finally, I got the set list for Vanisher Horizon Scraper Tour, obviously signed by Quedeca and signed by Olika, which is right there. Shout out to Olika. I'm excited for her record that's coming out next year. I need to find like a better place for those because like they're kind of just like sitting there and they're kind of blocking some of my virginity protection. Let's keep going with physical stuff. More physical stuff. I got Stay True Forever by Kuru on CD. There's no vinyl pressing of this record. I got this at the Stay True Forever release party. This is V-Kiss by Days God on CD. I got it at Outline Fest. And then this is like a really fucking hard relic that's gonna be like worth millions. This is a limited thing from the band Gingerbee, who's unfortunately breaking up, but they're having like a fire like last show in Chicago in like a month or so. I forget when it's happening, but it's like a CD, right? Just a normal CD, hand-drawn like CD type thing with covers from Nick, who's a part of the band, which is like super fucking awesome to own. All right, now let's actually get into the fucking vinyl, like why this like part exists in the video. Here's the stack of all the stuff that I got this year on vinyl. So yes, I've spent quite a few dollars on vinyl this year. Most of these have unboxings for them. It's just very like interesting. All right, first record, I'm not gonna go in order of when I bought them. I'm just gonna like tell you when I got them because I like 90% of these I remember where I got them or when I got them. Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers, just like the most basic like black standard vinyl. Fire booklet in here. I got this the day I graduated college. I was like, I'm gonna go for a drive and clear my head because I was like, now I have to deal with my whole entire life. So I went to Barnes & Noble and I picked up Punisher. Kind of fitting. Next up, this one's kind of uninteresting. Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. I got this for 20 bucks at Barnes & Noble, like the day it came out. Now we get into some heat. Smile! Exclamation point, colon D. Porter Robinson. This is on pink vinyl. Pink translucent vinyl. I got this. I went to go see Sonic the Hedgehog 2, like the 2nd or 3rd day of the year, maybe 4th day of the year, and I was like, I'm gonna go see Sonic 2. I had a $100 bill, and I wanted to like use cash for the movie, and then I went to Urban Outfitters and I bought this. It was gonna be either this or the Mag Bay album. Nurture, Porter Robinson. Now, I have an unboxing video for this, and I never uploaded it. It was the day that I got the ghost holding vinyl. This came in the mail. I ordered it on Amazon. I went to like visit my friends that day, and so I recorded it, and I didn't double upload that day, but clear, Nurture, Porter Robinson. This is a fantastic 10 out of 10 record in my eyes. I'm gonna need more room sometime. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna give it an award early. I'm gonna give out an award early. This was the award for the most hard to find record anywhere in the world, and now it's like the easiest to find. This is Choke Enough by OK Lou. I really wanted it on like a different color vinyl. I just got it standard black on Amazon because I got like gifted a $50 Amazon gift card when I graduated college from one of my family friends, and then I just used it on that. And I used it, oh, then I didn't show that then. Good thing I said that, because then I got the Brat like deluxe. This was like on a flash sale, bro, for fucking like half off. This is the Choke Enough expansion pack from fucking Rough Trade Records. So I went to Rough Trade and I bought the expansion pack because this is like one of their album of the year like things. Obviously it was just Choke Enough that was on it, but then they had like an exclusive version of the deluxe pack. This doesn't come with like the entire record. It just comes with literally everything on the deluxe, and that's it, which is kind of fire. So I'm not buying like the record twice, even though I will buy the record twice, 100%. Some Charlie XCX, since I just mentioned Charlie. I got How I'm Feeling Now on vinyl. I got at Generation Records like the last time I went to the city when I was in college, and it's on clear vinyl. Then I got How I'm Feeling. That is not How I'm Feeling Now. Then I got Number One Angel by Charlie XCX, the Record Store Day edition. I got this at Prex, which is Princeton Record Exchange. It's a very nice establishment in New Jersey. Beautiful, all red, everything. Love it. Sexy as shit. This, I got No Love Deep Web by Death Grips. I'm gonna blur that, but I think you know what it is. If you know, you know. I got this the day that, oh, I can put it with it. Wait, where is it? Deftones, fucking Private Music. Shout out to Factory Records. I did like a sponsored video there, and then this was like my payment for that. So I got a free vinyl. So shout out to Factory Records, and shout out to Tosh. Fucking legend. We got Preacher's Daughter by Ethel Cain, again on just standard black vinyl, obviously, because that's the only like print that it was on. Fire. And then fucking Willie B. Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain on vinyl. I got this the day that came out at Barnes & Noble. K1 by Kamo. I got this when it got announced and the fucking vinyl was like available. I actually maxed out my fucking bank account and it put me in the negative just to buy this record. So shout out to Kamo. This album is fire. Damn! This is Bodega by Cloud on standard black vinyl. Now why this is like a dope record is because I'm Cloud and this is my first record I ever put on vinyl, and it's like fucking like surreal to like hold it. This is not the cover like actually, it is just the 1-year anniversary cover, but it's like dope to like see something that you put work into for like a year go on like a physical media form. So here is Vanisher Horizon Scraper. This is my signed version of it, the VIP exclusive version of it. Jizz colored fucking vinyl. Shout out to Ben Quidecca. Literally, he's the reason I own this. He fucking paid for my ticket for the show, so I technically have it because of him. Also, another signed one, which is right here. I was gonna show this like later. I have a full BCNR signed copy of Forever How Long, and it's fucking sick. I need to get it framed. I literally just don't have a place for it. Then we have Absolutely by Dijon. This color vinyl is sexy. It's like this deep dark brown. It's fucking sexy. Absolutely by Dijon. Absolutely a fantastic record. Speaking with Dijon, Baby by Dijon, I got this at the show that I went to at Brooklyn Paramount. Awesome. The like information right here on all like the vinyl and like all the physical stuff is fucking sexy. Next we got Claro. This is the Charm 1-year anniversary. The reason I got this version specific is because of the look of the vinyl. This is the Target exclusive 1-year. This is R.I.P. Blade by Blade. I got at Prex as well. Same day that I got Number One Angel. These are my, I'm just gonna show both of them at the same time. These are my 2 copies. So I have 3 copies of Vanisher on vinyl. Basically, the story goes, this one I knew that I was getting. I bought this one when the different color vinyls got announced, and then I got this to go to the premiere. But it is a fantastic record, so I don't give a damn. Cherry Bomb 1-year anniversary. What? Cherry Bomb 10-year anniversary in this really sexy blue color. Very nice. This one's like a random pick, and like I know people are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This is Chloe Maldonado. I went to go see Water Parks with my girlfriend, and she was the opener, and she was really good, and so I bought her vinyl. And it's like a really cool looking, it's the ghost look on vinyl. Don't tap the glass. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator on vinyl. There's literally nothing special about this. It could have been a picture disc and it would have been like so fire, but It's literally just like a piece of paper. Spider by Blade. I bought it at Generation Records in Greenwich Village. I still haven't listened to this Blade record, but I own it on vinyl. Usually every time I see like a Blade record, I have to buy it. This is the From Me to You X8 exclusive that, like, if you bought it, it was donations for Gaza and Trans Lifeline. I actually didn't have enough money to buy this, so I did one of those zip, the f***ing, like, you know, you pay off over time, like, little by little. So I did that. I accidentally didn't put my f***ing email or, like, phone number in it, but I put, like, everything else in. It just showed up one day. I'm like, oh, f*** yeah, thank God. Cameron Winter Heavy Metal. I got this in Brooklyn. I got this in Brooklyn, in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, at this place called For the Record BK. Me and Kate went to this f***ing listening party for 5 Seconds of Summer's new album. This place is super fire, and I'm not even like glazing it because I want like a sponsor, but like I'm gonna glaze it because it fucking deserves the glaze. Pause. It's like a coffee shop and a fucking record store, so if you're performative, go there. Shout out to Eden also. If Eden's watching this part right now, I love you, Eden. Eden's the reason I got put on to fucking Cameron Winter so early. Then speaking of like Cameron Winter, we got Getting Killed by Geese. I got this at Rough Trade. This is one of the album of the year picks that they had. Getting Killed, fire record. Then we got Crush Resist live Echo 2K. This is like rare, bro. Like having like an Echo 2K vinyl. Damn, bro. Shout out to Drain Gang. Here we got Ghost Holding Venturing, Jane Remover. Very sexy record. I didn't listen to No Sleep in my first listen through because I was too busy buying this record. So shout out. And thanks Deader for not putting up my order. This is Wall Socket Deluxe Edition by Underscores, obviously, in this really sexy vinyl. This is a Urban Outfitters exclusive that they did for like Pride Month, and it was so fucking sick. Like they had a bunch of like records with like exclusive vinyl looks. Very nice. Sticking with April Underscores, the f***ing Fishmonger Dead Air Legacy Edition. I was bad to record this and I didn't remember that this came out this year. I thought it came out like the end of last year, but yes, here, Fishmonger, very nice blue. And then there's like Fearmonger Boneyard, also new images. Shout out to A Dead Dog on Instagram for taking the pics. Also shout out to Yams. Shout out to also April Underscores. I'm literally going to this like event on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so it like folds into New Year's Day, and seeing April and Umru and Pedal Supply and Fraxium. Yeah, dude, I need more fucking room. And then my final 2 records this year. Yeah, like what else I gotta say about that? And then finally, which is like the final vinyl that I got this year. I mean, I'm recording this on the 27th. I don't think that there's gonna be another vinyl that I get this year, and if I do, it's gonna be like really random. Frailty by Jane Remover with the original cover. Oh! Because I got the fucking pink one, bro. I got the pink one, bro. And it's not that I don't like pink. I'm a man and I like men like pink. It's that, I don't know, bro. Like when there was like no original cover version of this, and it kind of made me like sad. And like if you wanted the like first pressing of Frailty, you have to buy it for like $5K. And I don't want to fucking do that because I'm broke as shit. But yes, now I have the original copy by Vertigo Vinyl. Shout out to Vertigo Vinyl. They be putting out some fire shit. I gotta like keep up with their shit, bro. Look, I don't like get a lot of things signed, but I think it's like cool to get things signed, obviously. But I don't know, like getting something signed that's like made by the artist, like I get the like idea of it and like why people think it's fire. I don't give a fuck. I think it's fire to get like something signed that is like so random. Like imagine having something has nothing to do with the artist signed by them, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something so satisfying about it. I get my, like video games and video game stuff signed by artists. I'm a huge video game fan, if you can tell behind me. So I like getting video games signed and video game stuff signed. So I got 3 things signed this year. First one is a signed Stephen Alex amiibo by Underscores. Now this is like an old Underscores signature, I guess, because it says Heart You, which is like fire. Like I don't know why she changed it. Like I think it's like so basic. My signature looks like this. I signed my first thing this year too. Haha. Fuck you, all those cunts in middle school that made fun of me for making Skylanders. I just farted. Fuck you, all those cunts in middle school that made fun of me for making Skylanders videos, motherfucker. Motherfuckers want shit signed by me now, and you're working as a fucking Apprentice. And no diss to the apprentices of the apprentice eye of the world. Then I got my f***ing copy of Yakuza Kiwami for the Switch 2, also signed by Underscores, which is right there. It was in this like bronze marker, which is like okay. It just like I wish it was black because then you'd see it more. But the venue doesn't allow markers, which is like very random. I don't get it, but you know, I don't make the rules. I got my copy of Persona 3 Reload for the PS5 signed by Kuru. Now you're probably like, where the f is the signature? It's right there. Now, Kuru kind of wanted to go home, but they were like nice enough to like do this signature. But I just know that they like this game, so that's why I had them sign it. That's like low-key a f you signature. It's kind of funny though. Ignore this mess behind me. This is the segment where I'm going to show you all the music merch that I got this year. I'm obviously missing a few things, but these are the things that I found that were like readily available that I can show you. Let's start off with this bag. So I got this Vanisher tote bag, obviously. It was given for every VIP for the Vanisher Horizon Scraper Tour. Very nice tote bag. Inside it, I have like the only hats that I got this year. First off, we got the Rest in Peace Hollywood blush hat by Kevin Abstract. Dude, this hat is so fucking fire. It literally goes with any outfit. We got the Underscores U beanie. Dude, all my friends are starting to get their sweaters because of the Euphoria stuff. I ordered it together. Didn't read that if you buy it separately, then you can get it like now. So all my stuff's coming in like late March, early April. That's it. It's got the headphones on the side. Try it out. Now shirts and hoodies. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know one thing I'm missing. I'm missing the Rosie shirt. Here's a picture of me in the Rosie shirt that I took earlier. And I know that because I wore it today. I still gotta listen to his album. I bought it on vinyl, but I haven't listened to it yet. Let's pull from this pile I have over here. First thing, this pink hoodie. I am on this hoodie, and the reason I'm counting this as music merch is because I hosted a festival in February called Save India, and this was a piece of merch that I made for it. I literally made it the night before. I had a class, and I took this right after class. This is the merch for it. It just says Save India 2005. Is it fire? I don't know. That's up to interpretation. Basically, my whole wardrobe has been taken over by like tour shirts and music merch, which is fire. Here we got the Vanisher Horizon Scraper white tee, and on the back it has the U that's on the back of the jumpsuit. Very sexy. Here we go. We got the Jordy Greep. This is a tour shirt, but it's not like a tour shirt. It's just a shirt that he made that I got on his tour. There's the signature right there, the GG with the monkey, and then on the back it says the new sound. Vanisher Horizon Scraper shirt. This one is the like tour shirt with the lighthouse. Oh, half of this stuff designed by Digi Yams. Shout out to Yams, bro. Vanisher Horizon Scraper. And then on the back it's got all the tour dates, which is so crazy because it's over. Damn. I'm gonna pull this one right here. It's folded because I had this ready. This is the Skeletrix Island shirt. So this is an Edward Skeletrix shirt I got at the art exhibition that I went to. The Edward Skeletrix art exhibition. This is the Revenge Seekers merch. Obviously, this was the merch capsule. This is the only shirt I bought from it, just because it's the only one I kind of liked. Like, I love Jane, right? But like, some of her merch fucking sucks ass. The like tour merch is really good, but everything else is fucking dog shit. This is a Underscores shirt. It says, "We push the envelope," and then it says Secretariat, which is like the ARG's like company, right? So I bought this shirt because I went on Underscore's website, and they, on like the wall socket like page that she made for it, she was doing like a sale of these shirts, and this was 10 bucks, and then there was another one that said Waterworks, and I just bought this one. This one is also designed by Yams. Not really like a music merch, it's more of the like the labels merch. Betting on human achievement since 2021. I got this when Ghost Holding came out because that's when it was released. I wore this like all day today, and I took it off. This is like my like #1 hoodie I wear now. This is a I have a t-shirt version of this, so I know I don't have it in this pile, but Kuru Zip Up, the rewired zip up. I don't know, zip up hoodies, bro. I used to be so against them, but now I like f them low-key. Like, they got so much sauce. Based on an original idea by Charlie XCX, and then on the back it says The Moment because her movie is called The Moment. No shit. This is the Dijon Ultra Harmonizer. That's what I call it because it says it right there. Baby Tour merch. Tour shirt. Very f***ing sexy. I think this is fire. Dude, nobody makes merch like this, and I really love the design of this merch. This is like a classic piece now. My original Vanisher shirt. He like did like a merch capsule of this, the hoodie, and then the flag. The flag is actually hanging over my bed in my bedroom. The Vanisher Horizon Scraper tour hoodie. On the back it has the tour dates and then the gatefold of the record. And here's another one in my rotation. Like I literally just showed you the top 3 of my rotation right now. This is the Baby Tour hoodie. It says baby on the front with a picture of Dijon sitting in front of like a bunch of keyboards and synthesizers and stuff like that. And all the tour dates, 2025, 2026. This is a Ginger Bee shirt. It's like brown with pink, very nice. And Ginger Bee is unfortunately breaking up, which sucks. But I do have their merch. Shout out. And it's very comfy. This is another limited piece. I have the I Heart NY, but it's not a heart. It's the Hyper Youth logo. This is from like the release show of Hyper Youth, which was super fire. They only sold it at that show, and then they had like the leftover stock that they sold at the New York show. Sticking with JVB, this is the JVB Hyper Youth tour shirt right there. Oh yeah, this is the Exhibition Mode by Days God shirt. I got this at Outline Fest when I saw him perform. I really wanted them to have like Turn Up or Die merch or Jane merch, but that was it. This is literally all they had. I'm wearing this shirt to this thing that I'm going to on New Year's Eve. It is the I'm okay, I'm not okay Lou, I'm Umru shirt. Umru opened for Okay Lou. This was the merch he put out for it, and it's so fire. It sold out the first night, and he put it up on Bandcamp, and I bought it. And I actually DM'd him, I'm like, I like literally paid double for that shirt. And then he said, here, I just put it on Bandcamp. So shout out to Umru for responding to fans. We have two more left. We have the Warbrained tour shirt. This is not the one I wanted, but they didn't have the one I wanted in my size. The pink one and purple one is fire. And then finally, last piece of merch that I got this year, the Underscores headphone tee that I got at the Stardust tour, which I wish I got more merch at that show, but it was fucking like nothing in my size. But yeah, that's about it. I'll hand it back to me doing the show. Hey yo, shout out to giving artists money even though they probably have a lot of money. And I work 2 retail jobs. I don't know how long this video is yet, it's kind of fucking funny. But yeah, I guess it's fucking long. But we are going to start off with our first category, which I'm not gonna give like any like awards for this specific category. I'm just gonna like list them off, and then you're gonna see the cover here as I usually do it. This is for albums that came out before 2025 that I listened to in 2025 that I think deserve some form of spotlight. First off, we got Floridian Homicide Unit. I love it here. I have everything I need. All my friends love me. Shout out Millie Plushycore. Violet Pony Carousel. Violet Pony Monarch of Monsters. Blade the Fool. Blade Ever Since. Blade and Echo 2K Crest. Nicole Dollenganger Natural Born Losers. OK Lou Galore. And Underscores Boneyard aka Fearmonger. You don't have to flaw. And we got a new category that I'm gonna be doing yearly. So this is the new category. It is Bar of the Year. And this year's winner goes to Rex V2 with his Bar and Hunnits. I'm gonna put the Genius lyric card right here where it goes, I can't go to work, never go to work. She trying to throw that neck, she trying to throw that Kirk. Damn. Very sexy record he did this year. That was the whitest thing I've ever said in my entire life, by the way. Here's what an award looks like. And if you win one, your manager will be sent this image in their email. So now we're going into songs of the year. So I picked out 15 songs that I think stood out this year, and I'm only gonna do a little bit of like talking in the top 10. So the first 5 I'm not gonna really talk about, but then as we get higher up in the list to the top 10, I am going to say a little thing about it. So we got starting off with Danny Brown and Underscores Copycats, Blade 1 in a Million, Pink Pantheress, Stars, Dijon, Loyal and Marie, and Underscores Do It. Here we go into the top 10, and obviously the top 3 will get the awards sent to their management emails. And number 10, we got Gabby Start with Racetracks. Fantastic song right there. I listened to STEM like the day it came out. The reason there's no video on it is because I got the flu like instantly after. Actually, like in that video, I was like sick as shit. Very fun EDM, hyper poppy inspired song. No measures to ease my mind. Shout out to Gabby Start. At number 9, we have Geese All Pays Du Cocaine off of their record this year called Getting Killed. Fantastic song. One of my favorites from the first listen. Obviously, I've listened to the album twice, so I really can't say anything. But that song, I don't know, it just keeps standing out. That and Taxes just keep standing out in my brain. The way that I like made fun of like the Cameron Winter song, can I get a biggie bag? Like I kept doing that, but it was like in the melodies of those songs. All Pays Du Cocaine, Who the f is texting me? So All Pays Do Cocaine I think is like ultra fire, and I'm really like hyped about that song existing, because then it's like a good thing to that I could hear. Then we have Joey Valance and Bray with Have to Cry off of their record entitled Hyper Youth. Fantastic record, fantastic song. The sample really does it for me. How it works with the rapping and how Joey and Bray like go back and forth, and like they just got that fucking sauce with that shit. I love that song so much. At number 7 we have Quedeca, Dancing Without Moving off of his 2025 record entitled Vanisher Horizon Scraper. Shout out to Ben Quedeca. Song actually was my least favorite song on my first listen of Vanisher, and then I was like, damn, yo, this shit is fucking tough. And then like Eden started a dance with it, and then I kind of got obsessed with that part, and for like 4 days straight I didn't listen to anything except that part, so that shit was fire. At number 6 we have Dijon, my man. Dude, I was literally just talking to Lydia about how much I love this song and how much we both love this song. It is definitely my favorite song off of Baby, which is Dijon's album that came out this year. Just such like a gorgeous, like it's fucking fried chicken with like mega sauce. At number 5 we have Venturing Guest House. Now all these motherfuckers are like, oh yo, why is it not Believe? Why is it not fucking No Sleep? Why is it not fucking Dead Forever? It's because Guest House has this like nostalgic but like very recent feel to me, and I feel like it's hard to make something that doesn't feel forced. Like plugins obviously make things sound like on a tape cassette. You can make music that sounds like old-timey, but this one just like naturally does it, and I really like that shit. So at number 4 we have Light Breather, Architect Resident. Now Light Breather is Lydia, and I'm not meat riding my fucking friend, bro. She's literally sitting in VC right there, bro, alone as shit in VC. Really, this song right here is probably my favorite Light Breather song. So favorite song that she's done under her main project. Fantastic writing, fantastic performance, the nice piano intro, and then it goes into this like crazy drone. I spent my whole summer listening to that. When she finished the song, obviously like we're like a team, so we all like send each other our shit so we can like hear it, me, Ben, George, and Lydia. I go on Untitled and I'd like listen to that song. Fantastic. I remember going to Princeton to visit my friend, driving past this massive field, and as like the trees faded away and this big field popped out, it was just the drone. At number 3 we have Violet Pony, My Love Is a Quick Scope off of her 2025 record entitled Love and Pony Step. Yo, this song hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, damn, bro. Not like a serious subject matter, like just very online, very friendly, very like something that I could just return to and I know is gonna put me in a good mood. Not a lot of music that I listen to, because a lot of the music I listen to is sad. Very interesting. Dude, why does everyone want to fucking text me now, bro? At number 2 we have Jane Remover with Dark Knight Castle. Yo, I know all you motherfuckers are so mad about it. It's like the same thing with Ghost Holding Thing, bro. You guys are gonna be fucking mad at me that I chose that song off of that record as like one of the top songs of the year. Dark Knight Castle is not like anything on Revenge Seekers, and that's why I love it so much. And that's why I think it deserves that spot. Yes, Professional Vengeance, fantastic song. Angels in Camo, 10 out of 10. Everything on the album is amazing. But when you have like a whole album with like a lot of upbeat, crazy shit, and then it goes into this like slow, melancholic, synth heavy, it's almost like a ballad in between all this mess and hurricane and craziness, and like it's just so like satisfying. And then we come to Song of the Year, which the number 1 song this year is Underscores Music. Yo, this song is fucking peak, bro. When that came out, when it was like teased, was amazed by it, became like the song of the summer, which to make the song of the summer for me is very crazy. So it's the song of the summer, and I still listen to it to this day. I pretty much listen to it every day, at least once a day. Fantastic EDM, just a nice dance song. The like bridge to outro of that song is so good, bro. Like I wish I could make something like that. Like that is how peak that is. So that's it for the Songs of the Year category. Shout out to everyone who won. Who's gonna be on it next year? Also a new category this year is called Breakout Artist of the Year. Now it's not like breakout artists like, oh yeah, they did some crazy shit. It's literally like, oh, I found this artist this year and I thought they were really good and they kind of like overtook my shit. Like if I did it last year, it would have been McGee. Straight up. But this year's breakout artist goes to Violet Pony. Shout out to Violet Pony. I'm not just saying that because that's oomph, bro, but like I'm literally saying that because everything that I've listened to from its music has just like insanely blown me away. I've technically listened to 4 Violet Pony records, one of them being an EP. Everything that's like happened when I listen to its music is just, I don't know, bro. Like it's got so much sauce. It's like it can make a fucking fantastic, powerful, synth-heavy song and then have this like post-rock inspired gorgeous like catastrophe. Like it's just amazing to me how you can switch genres that quickly, make it sound good every time. I said it in the No Matter What video that I did. Like I feel like I kind of found solace in the fact that every time I know she's like releasing something, it's gonna be good, and I'm like very happy about that. So shout out to Violet Pony. And then we come to our next award, which is for cover of the year. Now this award, bro, literally when I saw the cover, bro, I'm like, this is cover of the year. I had something else in mind that was gonna be cover of the year. Once I saw that for the first time, I literally was like, who the f is this? And why the f is their cover so hard? And therefore, the winner of cover of the year is Nina Geraci for I Love My Computer. Now, I didn't particularly really love the record. I thought it was good. I don't think it's like amazing and shit that I would like listen to every day. There's definitely moments on it that I think I listen to every day, but not enough for me to like have it in the main rotation. But that fucking cover though, like there's no way, bro, that you can make a cover that fire. I don't know how you do it. Like it's like, I feel jealous. I didn't think of it first. That's a major compliment. So shout out to Nina Geraci. Uber is sending me notifications now, bro. This shit's cooked. All right, so now we come into our second to last category, which is EP of the year. So there's 3 EPs that I am going to talk about, obviously, because that's usually how much I have in the category. This is where we're gonna get into like ratings too, and favorite songs. Wow, it's gonna be awesome. So here we go. The 3rd place winner is Blade. Steve the Beautiful Martyr, First Attempt, which I rated this album obviously an 83. Top 3 songs, 1 in a Million, St. George the Martyr, and Ask Jade, which are basically like the songs on the record. Yeah, I think this was a fucking like decent release. It was like the last thing I listened to in my college dorm, which is like fire, just to like end that shit off with like a Blade thing. I remember editing that video. It was like rendering into my computer and I like downloaded it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go lay on the couch for like 20 minutes. I felt like half asleep. I kept hearing my roommates like walk in and out of the dorm, and then like I fucking edited the video, uploaded the video, and then I like left my dorm and I heard my roommates having sex. Very fucking odd memory, right? Grilling and we fucking at the same time. Yeah, I thought this EP was like good. I didn't like think it was his best work, obviously, but I did have a lot of fun listening to it. So shut the fuck up. And number 2, we're gonna have a sad moment right now. Ginger Bee. Apiary. My rating on it was an 86, and my top 3 songs were Pedal Dance, Salma Dunoso, how do you fucking say that? And then Pinhole Blanket Sun. Now why this is sad is because Ginger Bee is breaking up. Well, I don't know if they're breaking up or they're just like stopping what they do. I did get to see them live, as you saw in like the video earlier, which is like very, I don't know, it's like makes me feel good. I can like support them when they're like active and stuff. And I definitely think that this record showed a very promising future, and it really sucks that they are breaking up, because if they dropped their debut album and it was as good as Apiary, it would have been in the top 10 guaranteed. So sorry about that, Ginger Bee. And then at the number 1 spot, we have, I think I figured it out. It's OOO album music, right? But I think you pronounce it Vibe Mode. You say Vibe Mode, but that's like the symbol for Vibe Mode. My rating on it was an 88, and my favorite songs go as Stars in Your Eyes, Why You Trying to Leave Me, and Alien. Fantastic, fantastic record. I found this record because Lydia and I were listening to a lot of Edward Skeletrix in the beginning of the year. Vibe Mode decided to drop this record in February. Me and Lydia checked it out, and we kind of just made it like our thing. We thought it was like the fucking most fire record. We listened to it for like 2 weeks straight, and we loved it. And I kept listening to it. I would go on the like shuttle at my college. I'd be like, dude, this record is fucking so good, bro. Very fun, just like electronic experimental rap. Fantastic production on the record. Fantastic mixing. I actually kind of use it as a standard or as something to go like back on. So when I listen to music by Playboi Carti, I was like, yeah, this record fucking sucks ass. I wish it was more like album music. Alright, that is it for EPs of the year. Wow, dude, we're already on the album of the year category right now. Now, obviously, before I go within my top 10, I want to talk about some other records that I thought were fantastic. Again, with the little things that I did before, I'm not going to talk at all about them. I'm just going to list them off. If there's like something I have to say during it, then I will say it. We got Edward Skeletrix, Museum Music, Leve, A Matter of Time, Rex V2, Winter Circle, Johan Lennox, Full Speed Nowhere, FKA Twigs, Eusexua, Gabby Start, Stem, Racing Mount Pleasant, Self-Titled, Weather Day, Hornet Disaster, Anatole Muster, Hopecore, Saoirse Dream, Self-Titled, Joey Valentin, Bray, Hyper Youth, Lil Shine, Shine Forever, OK Lou, Choke Enough, and Maruja, Pain to Power. Shout out to these records, bro. And here are my top 10 albums. Ah! Wow, dude. It's so weird, bro. I feel like 2025 started like yesterday, man. At number 10, we have Venturing, Ghost Holding. I rated this album an 88. My top 3 songs are Guest House, Something Has to Change, and Dead Forever. I think this record is fantastic. Fantastic. Like, is it indie rock or is it slacker rock? I believe you could classify it as slacker rock. It's indie rock, slacker rock, and shoegaze. Oh fuck, my camera's dying. Hold on, let me change the battery. Fantastic slacker rock record. When it came out, this is a little insider about my life. When it came out, I had hooked up with a girl and I kicked her out of my dorm so I could listen to it. So that video you saw of me reacting to it, literally 10 minutes prior I had sex. W fucking Riz. Kicked her out of the car to listen to some Venturing. Love it so much. I don't really know what else to say. The vinyl for it is fucking sexy too. Like, did you see that before? Damn, looks like strawberry milk. At number 9, we have Kamo with K1. I rated that record also an 88. My top 3 songs are Bloodbath Dance, Don't Be Like Mouse, and Air It Out. This was one of my most anticipated records when it got announced of 2025. Like, I was very excited when I saw Kamo got signed to Dead Air, and then I was like, whoa, this is some fucking crazy shit. Kamo signed to Dead Air, Kamo debut album, like, this is some shit. Yeah, very fantastic, fun, hyper poppy infused, nice, fun, bouncy shit. It also got some like nice, like slower cuts on it. But Bloodbath Dance is, oh, it should have been my top 10 songs, like, that shit is fire. But f it, bro, we ball. I like that song a lot. I'm definitely excited to see what Kamo does in the next year. I have a inkling that Kamo's gonna drop the second record this year. I'm kind of craving it. Pause. At number 8, we have Violet Pony, Love and Pony Step. I rated this album at 89. Top 3 songs go to My Love Is a Quickscope, Falling in Love with a Corporate Illustration, and Walking Beside a Dragonfly. Again, Violet Pony was someone that like I was recommended so much to listen to. I was like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually, I'll get to it eventually. And then when I got to it, I'm like, dude, what am I doing, bro? Like, you guys know what you're talking about when you recommend me stuff, because I mean, this record, literally, it was under the top 10. I did like a re-listen very recently, and then it made it to the top 10. I don't know. She's dropping some shit next year. I don't know how much she is dropping. I know she has a mixtape coming out called Gonarch's Lair that's coming out whenever she feels like releasing it, which is like kind of fire. It's also like the ASAP Rocky method. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a really good record. Just like a thing with Violet. She just decides to drop things and straight peak. So I'm very excited for the future of Violet Pony's career. Also, please go on tour. At number 7, we got Ethel Cain, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. Again, another very anticipated record that I was looking forward to. Fantastic instrumentation on this record, fantastic vocal performance. What else can you look for an Ethel Cain record? I've become like a very big Ethel Cain fan. I wish I got tickets to that concert to see her live. Someday I will see her live, so it's gonna be like worth it, but it's just wasn't this year. My favorite songs on that are Dust Bowl, Janie, and Waco, Texas, and then I rated the record an 89, which you can already see there, but I had to write it down because last year I didn't prep that, and I kind of realized it later that I like missed saying my favorite songs, and I had to like go back and like say it. Depressing, fantastic, grand music. I'm again mind blown with the work she puts out. Also, she released demo for this record, and I'm very interested in checking them out. At number 6, we have Light Breather with Get Out of My House. Now, I think Light Breather was, I think she was the fucking number 6 last year or 2 years ago. She's been on the list for all 3 years. Like, shout out Lydia. I rated this record a 90. Favorite songs, Architect, Resident, Entering, and Waking Up, Getting Out. Now, this record, I was kind of like listening to along as it was being made, and I got to like experience it, and I know like what it's about. I like knew about Get Out of My House. In the last year I was like, I know what it's called, stuff like that, right? And it's true, like I knew what it was called. It's been Get Out of My House for like a while. She worked on this record for like basically like 7 or 8 months. Stunning music, absolutely fantastic music. Has like one of my favorite songs that she's made. I listen to everything she's made because I like know her. She's sitting in DC right now. And I'm not just saying that to like promote my friend, which I love promoting my friends, right? But I'm literally saying that because I think this is like something like Barrier Exit or Nothing Light or A Desire to like another level. And this is her first record under Light Breather that she's doing vocals, and then her next record, which I know about, she's also doing vocals for it that I think are absolutely fantastic. And I'm very excited for people to hear it because the stuff that I've heard from it that she allows me to hear, I think are amazing. So shout out. And number 5, we have the Black Country New Road record, Forever How Long. I rated this record a 91. Favorite songs on it was Forever How Long, Socks, and Nancy Tries to Take the Night. Now here's a confession, I've only listened to this record twice. When I listened to it first at Factory Records and then listening to it to rate it. But I literally just haven't changed the rating because I think the music's just that good. I really do gotta listen to it again because it is fantastic music. Black Country New Road makes sauceful music that is good with fried chicken. And I also do think that the comeback without having Isaac for like a record was very well done. At number 4, we got Dijon with Baby. Bro, when this got like announced on that Instagram story, bro, I was so geeked. I love Dijon. I got put onto Dijon like in April 2024 because I made a McGee video and someone's like, oh, if you like McGee, you should try listening to Dijon because they're like close collaborators. And I listened to Absolutely. I'm like, damn, this is good. I listened to How Do You Feel About Getting Married? I'm like, damn, this is fucking good. So I've become like a very big fan. Came into my life at like a perfect time. It sounds like weird to say. It's not on some parasocial shit. It's literally like, I started listening to Dijon right after I was like going through some shit with this girl. And then like, I remember listening to Rodeo Clown. I'm like, damn, that's like how I feel. And I kind of just like embodied that. His music is like very, it's not inspiring, but it's like, well, it is inspiring, but it's not like, it's inspiring in the like the way of like creativity and inspiring in the way to like encompasses my life. And I'm very happy that this record is amazing and I love that record and I got to see it performed live. Then we get into the top 3, bro. Holy shit. The top 3 records of 2025 in my personal opinion. At number 3, we have Quedeca, Vanish Your Horizon, Scraper, which I rated a 92. Favorite songs on it, Waging War, Dancing Without Moving, and Thunder. One of my most anticipated records this year. Shout out to fucking Quedeca, bro. Shout out to that legend. Fantastic, fantastic record. It's basically like he took all the sounds that he's used in his past record, brought it to a more larger scale. A lot more experimentation in this record. It just jumps genre to genre to genre. Like, it's very smooth too. So it's not like, oh, a jolt. It's like, oh, it's a rap song. Now it's like a post-rock song. Very smooth transitionary elements there. Insanely in love with this album. I own it 3 times on vinyl. Been there since the beginning, since the Way Too Many Friends video came out, and then it was like Vanish Your Horizon, Scraper. I was there for all those like fan theories on what it's about. I was there for its release and its rollout that took way too long, but like, you know, that's how it is, bro. Like, I was there, man. I feel like LCD Sound System, gorgeous record, and I have come to understand that Quedeca is working on his next album, which is just wild. Like, you just had a release of an album that's like critically acclaimed. Everyone loves it. Went on tour for the record, doing an Australia, New Zealand tour for that record. And you're just like, dude, he doesn't stop. He's like Jane, bro. They just don't stop, man. I don't know if he's watching this video, but like, thank you for everything that you've done for me, bro. Like some real shit. For those that don't know, he basically paid for my ticket to his show. Basically ensured that I was gonna go to the screen. And all this like other shit. I don't know, like, bro, I don't know if I told myself that back in the day, man, I went crazy. Because let's get a story time real quick. I used to watch Quedeca with my brother, who was like sitting in the other room. We used to watch like his Styles of Rap video. Whenever he'd drop it, I'd like go into his room, we'd watch it, we'd think it was like fire. I was on a family cruise when he dropped the KSI diss track, and me and my brother were like, yo, Quedeca dropped that diss track, bro. We're so hyped. Then like a few years passed and Billy went to college and I was still in high school, and I went to visit him in college, and I saw that Quedeca just dropped an album, and driving to his school, because he went to school in Pennsylvania, I listened to the album and I'm like, wow, this is fantastic. And I got to talk to him about it. So I've had this like big bond with my brother and Quedeca over the years, and it's just like really gratifying to see someone you idolize or like have such fond memories with like appreciate what you do too. At number 2, we have Key vs. Locket, I Felt Like a Sketch. I rated this album a 93 out of 100. My favorite songs go to Tackle, Rifle, and Hourglass Memory. Bang. I always say that I don't like Midwest emo, and I think I'm lying to myself because the number 2 record this year is a Midwest emo album that I was actually blown away by. Like literally I graduated college, I listened to the new Pink Panthers because that was coming out, and then I was like, I should just listen to the new Keeper Socket because that's what I've been waiting to listen to, because I listened to For the Rest of Your Life, and I was like, damn, this is a really good record. I think it made it into like the honorable mentions last year. I don't think it was in the top 10, but it was so good, and I'm like, damn, I like this record a lot. And when I saw that it was like the same person who made it, even better. So yeah, number 2 this year, gotta go to that record. I'm really excited that I did get to see Laura perform that. I do think that she's dropping something next year, and I'm very excited for that, obviously, because it's just gonna be amazing. And now we got to the number 1 record, 2025. I think you already know what it is. Like if you know me, bro, you know what it is. You know who this is. My album of the year this year is Jane Remover, Revenge Seekers. I rated it a 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Favorite songs, Dark Knight Castle, Twice Removed, and Angels in Camo. What else do I gotta say about this? It was legitimately my most anticipated record this year. Fantastic production, overwhelming production, amazing dance music, revenge. I don't feel like I need to say anything about it because I feel like I've said a lot about it already. What's left to be said? It is a fantastic record. I'm so excited people are starting to finally pay attention to Jane Remover. Literally on the first day of this year was the lead single for this record. And I've been a Jane fan since 2022, right? Lead single for this record, getting all this attention, all this love. Putting out Dancing With Your Eyes Closed, which is her most popular song. Dropping the record now like in a lot of people's top 10s, even people that aren't in this like music, internet niche scene. I don't know, it's very gratifying to like see an artist you really support and care about. I remember last year, bro, she was playing like small venues. The New York show, which I didn't go to, at Market Hotel, which Market Hotel is not a big venue. It's where I saw Keeper Socket and where I'm going tomorrow to see like Underscores and Umru and Fraxium and all these other people. Like bro, like it's a damn small venue. And then this year for her to like perform at Lollapalooza and have this like massive crowd of people who like know the music and go on her own tour and sell it out and go on the Turnstile tour as an opener and go on her own tour to Europe and to New Zealand, it's very gratifying as like a fan to see that, because I don't know, I just am like very proud of my goat. So yes, that is this year's album of the year video. I can finally take this shit off. Dude, I'm choking. Actually, no, I can't. I have to. Sorry, I didn't do the thumbnail real quick. But shout out to everybody who dropped an album this year. I am very much looking forward to 2026 in regards to music, because we already do got some promising records coming out in January. I do have also intel on specific things that are happening in the music scene. I don't know why I did that. And I'm very excited to have that come to life. It's gonna be very exciting. Next year's gonna be a fucking big ass year. Because all the shit that's happened to me this year, that literally started after I graduated. Like literally started in July. I feel like it's like the momentum's going. I feel like next year's the year, bro. I don't know, I'm like very grateful for everything that's happened this year, and I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen next year. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel like next year is gonna be this year on crack, bro. And I'm literally starting off the year on crack. I'm not doing crack, but tomorrow night I'm going to Brooklyn to Market Hotel to see Underscores and Umru and Fraxium and f***ing Pedal Supply. All these people, bro. 2 weeks later, I'm going to this roller skating event with Frost Children and Kuru, Lucy Bedrock, and Pie Storm. Like this is like the shit. And I'm like very excited about my life now. I feel like 2024 was like kind of shit compared to 2025. I feel like I'm out of the dip. Not the dip. But that's just some... Oh lord, if you know me, you know me, and that made sense to you. But if that didn't make sense to you, it's okay. I'll explain it someday. But that's it. See you next year.